Over the past year, we've seen some unprecedented changes in our food industry, particularly when it comes to pricing. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like things are going to get any easier for us as consumers. In fact, we're about to face another wave of price increases in our grocery stores. From reduced supplies to higher transportation costs and explosive commodity costs. Retailers and manufacturers are facing a myriad of challenges that will ultimately hit our wallets. The latest food price report released just this week estimates that we're going to see a 7% increase on top of the already high 10.4% growth we've seen over the past 12 months. That's a lot of extra money we're going to have to shell out just to put food on our tables. In fact, the typical American family of 4 is going to have to pay an average of $16,288 on food in 2023, which is an increase of over $1,000 from this year. But what does that mean for our grocery lists? Well, we've compiled a list of the top 15 food products that will see price spikes in the coming weeks and months. From fresh produce to pantry staples, we'll be paying more for almost everything we buy. But don't worry. We've got some tips and tricks to help you save money and make the most of your grocery budget. And before we dive into the list, we kindly ask for your support by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the latest news and insights on food prices, so make sure to tune in for all the latest updates. 1. Grapefruit. The price of grapefruit in the United States is set to rise by 7.1% this year, according to a new report by Indexbox. This is due to increasing fertilizer and logistical costs, as well as a reduced domestic supply. Output is expected to drop by 13% to 343,000 tons of smaller harvest in Texas and California in 2022. The average retail grapefruit price in the U.S. was $1.02 per pound, up 12% from the previous year. 2. Canned soup. Companies like Kraft Heinz and Campbell's are struggling to find enough ingredients in aluminum cans to keep up with demand, and this is driving up prices. Campbell's recently announced a 40% price increase for its famous tomato soup, and we can expect to see similar hikes for other soups throughout the year. 3. Margarine. Margarine prices have been impacted by the tightening of global milk supplies since the end of 2021, resulting in higher prices for manufactured dairy commodities. According to a report by the U.S. Agriculture Department, tighter supplies of margarine, coupled with a sharp rise in the price of edible oils and Indonesia's ban on palm oil exports, are expected to boost demand for the product in the coming months. Margarine prices rose by 32% in 2022 and are projected to increase by another 12% this year, resulting in a 44% increase in 2 years as more consumers switch from butter to margarine. 4. Frozen and refrigerated meats. Even cheaper meat options are facing price increases as companies like Tyson Foods and ConAgra notify their retail customers of upcoming price hikes for frozen and refrigerated meats. Some of the products that will see increases include Ballpark hot dogs and burgers, State Fair dogs, Jimmy Dean frozen breakfasts, Hillshire Farm sausage and lunch meat, and Hebrew National and Oscar Mayer hot dogs. The price increases will range from 10.9% to 12.6%, so be prepared to pay more at the checkout. 5. Oranges. With Florida being one of the biggest orange producers in the nation, facing a cold winter, and drought conditions has resulted in a drop in supply and quality. This, along with increased transportation costs, has caused the price of oranges to rise. In fact, orange prices have increased by 17% in the past year, and they are expected to rise another 7.9% this year. This means that a glass of orange juice may be a luxury item for some households, rather than a daily breakfast staple. 6. Cheese. Cheese is another dairy product that has seen a significant increase in price due to a supply chain disruption caused by the pandemic. The price of cheese has increased by 9.8% in the past year, and it's expected to rise another 6.8% this year. The reason for this is due to increased transportation costs, as well as a shortage of cheese packaging materials, which has led to higher prices for consumers. 7. Rice. Rice is a staple in many households, but it's not immune to price increases. In fact, the price of rice has increased by 11.6% over the past year, and it's expected to increase another 5.2% this year. This is due to increased demand from countries like China and India, as well as supply chain disruptions and higher transportation costs. 8. Bread. The price of bread is also set to rise due to increased transportation costs and a shortage of labor in the baking industry. This has resulted in higher prices for wheat and flour, which are the key ingredients in bread. The price of bread has increased by 6.4% over the past year, and it's expected to increase another 4.3% this year. 9. Peanut butter. The price of peanut butter has been steadily increasing over the past few years, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. The price of peanuts has increased due to droughts and crop diseases, and this has resulted in higher prices for peanut butter. In fact, the price of peanut butter has increased by 6.9% over the past year, and it's expected to rise another 4.1% this year. 10. Fresh berries. Fresh berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, have also been hit hard by the recent supply chain disruptions. The price of fresh berries has increased by 15.4% over the past year, and it's expected to increase another 8.2% this year. This is due to a reduced supply, as well as increased transportation costs and labor shortages. Overall, many food items are becoming more expensive due to a variety of factors related to the pandemic, including supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, and transportation costs. While some of these price increases may be temporary, others may become more permanent as industries adjust to new realities. It's important for consumers to be aware of these price increases and to make adjustments to their budgets and meal planning accordingly. This may involve looking for alternative products or brands, reducing waste, and being mindful of portion sizes. Additionally, supporting local farmers and food producers can help to reduce the impact of global supply chain disruptions and provide a more sustainable and resilient food system. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to always know when a new video is coming up. Stay safe and stay well.